Right, guys, a warm welcome to this live stream. It is Ulster up against the Stormers, and it's my very first live stream of the year. So we'll see how it goes. I might be a little bit rusty, might be a little bit out of form, but we'll have to wait and see how things are going to pan out. But a warm welcome to each and everyone that is back on my channel. And as you guys can see, it's pretty hot out here. So yeah, it's one of those summer nights here in a small town in the Karoo, and we're going to do some commentary for you guys on this game between the Stormers and Ulster. So don't forget to press that like button and show your support for the channel as well, guys. I'm not sure how the internet is at the moment, but we'll go from where it is. Just let me know if everybody can hear me loud and clear, and we'll go from there. So we quickly can go through the team lineups. It's about half an hour from kickoff. So let's quickly go and have a look at the Stormers side, starting with the Stormers. And as usual, we'll start with the back line. We've got Clayton Blommetjies at fullback, Suleiman Hartzenberg, Ruanel, Sasha Ngomezulu, Cornel Smith, Jean-Luc Duplessis, and Stefan Unruga. So if you look at his backline, a couple of key players missing, the likes of Duane Vermeulen not there, likes of Manny Libok not there, Paul de Wet is not there, Herschel Yankees on the bench today, the likes of Leland Zas and Angelo Davids. So a lot of players missing in this backline for the Stormers tonight. And it's going to be a tough ask, but so too Ulster without all their Irish stars that's now lined up for the Six Nations as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how this one is going to pan out at the Kingspan Stadium. If you look at the forwards for the Stormers tonight, Evan Roos, Willie Engelbrecht and Junior Pocamella as the loose trio, Marvin Uri and Ben Jason Dixon in the lock combination with Brock Harris, JJ Kotze and Ali Vermaak as the front row forwards. So even looking at this lineup, the likes of Achieva Diamani missing, Andre Smith still missing, a lot of key players still missing in this side, likes of Andre Higofenta, Steven Kitsoff and Frans Malherbe not available. So it's going to be a really tough ask from the Stormers side to beat Ulster today. But if there's one team that can do it, it will be the Stormers side. And I personally can't wait to watch this game because I've been a bit out of the action for a while now. So do feel free to let me know if there's anything wrong with the stream and whether you guys can hear me loud and clear. I am going to put up the poll as well to who will win this game. You guys will be able to vote who will win this match. So don't forget to go and vote. I'll put there up the Stormers and then also Ulster. It's going to be one of those games which can go either horribly wrong for the Stormers or it's going to be a masterpiece from John Dobson. So I've got the poll up on the channel now, guys. So don't forget to go and vote. You guys are very quiet in the comment section as well. Let's go and have a look at the bench for the Stormers side today. Welcome back, Skaran Tubeni, Gwenzo Blues, Sazi Sandi, Ruben van Heerden making his debut for the Stormers today after basically answering the SOS that has been sent out to him for the Stormers side. And Marcel Tennyson, Herschel Yankees, Kate Volhatter, and Jean de Jong completing this match 23 for the Stormers side today. So a very good Stormers side still without the likes of Chosen Dweba, Kitsoff Malherbe, Achieva Diamani, Herschel Yankees on the bench, obviously Paul de Wet, Manny Libok, Leland Zas, Angelo Davids, likes of Dan Duplessis, and then also Damian Willems, all missing from the Stormers lineup today. But still a very formidable side and one that can do the job. Let's quickly go and have a look at the Ulster lineup as we have a look there, starting at the fullback, Mike Lowry, Rob Little, James Hume, Stuart Moore, Ben Moxham, Billy Burns, and Nathan Doak. A couple of these guys are still very good players. We know the likes of McCloskey and also the left winger not available for the side today. They still got plenty of talent, plenty of experience in the side to really give a go to the Stormers side, and especially being at home is going to be really a boost for this Ulster side. It's currently second up against fourth on the lock, and leading this charge, Duane Vermeulen at number 8. It's going to be a massive two-horse battle between him and Ian van Roos today, and really looking forward to see that battle between the two. Last time round, Ian van Roos, I would say, might have had the better of Duane Vermeulen, but Thor will definitely not lie down. Nick Timoni, Harry Sheridan completing that loose trio combination with the lock combination of Sam Carter and Alan O'Connor. Then Jeff Tumanga, Alan, Tom Stewart, and Eric O'Sullivan completing this match 15 for this Ulster side. So still plenty of talent with the likes of the captain missing. They've got a couple of really good players missing. Tom O'Toole, Rob Herring not there. If there's any chance for the Stormers to win this game away from home, then this is today. It will be that day for this side. If we're going to go and have a look at the bench of this guys, John Andrew, Rory Sutherland, Andrew Warwick, Kieran Treadwell, Geordie Murphy, John Cooney, Ian Madigan, and Ethan McElroy. Like I say, still plenty of talent in this Ulster side as well. So, yeah, looking forward to this one. And if anybody can just tell me whether you guys can hear me loud and clear, because I've had no comments come in except for this one from Miles Sawyer that says he can't wait for this game. So, yeah, don't be shy. Drop that comment, guys. Let me know if you guys can hear me loud and clear. The Stormers last results, losing that last game, and before that, winning 4 on the trot. So they're looking to build on their great form. The URC champions, Heineken playoff contention now, will be at home. I might even go and watch that game later on. We'll have to wait and see. Planning on going to watch the Stormers versus Sharks game in March in Cape Town, but I think it's just a week after that. It will be the Stormers taking on the Harlequins from Cape Town as well. So plenty of rugby still to come, and yeah, it's going to be interesting to see whether the Stormers will be able to weather the storm and go back URC trophies after this season as well, especially now that they're also playing in the Heineken Cup. A lot of workload for these teams. We've seen it with the Sharks and the Bulls, especially fielding understring side in the URC, and it's getting really, really tough for the South African sides here in the URC at the moment. So we'll have to wait and see whether it's too much rugby or not. We've got the internationals coming up later this year as well, the Rugby Championship and then the World Cup. So plenty of action still to come our way this year on the channel as well. I will be doing the Six Nations starting next week. So it's full on. It's full throttle here on the channel. And from here on in, we are definitely going to be doing live commentary on almost all the games. So we got about 10 people watching. It is very slow. Normally, a lot more people watching. But because I haven't been on the channel for quite a while, it might be a little bit slower today. But for those of you who have tuned in that know me, know my commentary, and I will be spot on with everything. So don't go anywhere. For all the new supporters and members and subscribers on the channel, do stick around. You're in for one hell of a roller coaster. So yeah, it's about 20 minutes away from kickoff. I started a little bit earlier to have a chat with you guys, but it seems like all of you are a little bit shy tonight, as none of the comments are coming in. Don't know whether it's from my side or what's going on. We've got about 8 votes already on the poll as to who will win this game, with the Stormers having 100% rate at the moment. We just need to remember that we are playing in Ireland today, and it could be a lot tougher than a lot of people expect this one to be. But yeah, I might take a quick break, but when we do come back, we will be doing the live commentary on the channel. So don't go anywhere, as we will get ready for this game a little bit later on. Right, guys, I am back, and let's have another chat here. We've got about 19 people watching now. Just let me know if you guys can hear me loud and clear. Again, I don't know if the audio is working fine or not, but either way, let's quickly go through the team lineups once again, and we'll start with the Stormers side. With the back line, we've got Clayton Blommetjie, Suleiman Hartzenberg, and Cornel Smith in the back three. Then we've got Ruanel and Sachin Ngomezulu in the center combination, and then Jean-Luc Duplessis and Stefan Unrega at halfback. So it should be quite an interesting battle between the backline of Ulster and that of the Stormers, because both teams are resting quite a bit of players. So if you look at the Stormers backline, there's quite a few players missing, the likes of Damian Willems, Angelo Davids, Leland Zas, Dan Duplessis, Manny Libok, and Paul de Wet, all not playing today. A lot of them have been rested, some are injured, and an opportunity for some of these guys to really put up their hands. The likes of Clayton Blommetjie now gets another opportunity to showcase his talent from fullback. The former Cheetah now with the Stormers, and I must say he has been it's been a roller coaster ride for him since joining the Western Province or the Stormers. He's had some really good games or good moments, and then he's had some terrible moments as well at fullback. So Suleiman Hartzenberg, the youngster, now really need to start showing his class for the Stormers side. The likes of him already been given a chance at SAA level. He really needs to step up and showcase his talent. And Ruanel playing some really exquisite rugby lately. I haven't followed too much rugby over the course of time, but what I have noticed that he is having some really good form and doing really well in that number 13 jersey. And then Ngomezulu gets another chance now to showcase his talent. Switching from center to fly off will probably be a good thing. Cornel Smith, my only big real question mark in this Stormers backline today. He's not a known winger, better inside center, outside center, but let's see what he can do in the absence of Angelo Davids and Leland Zas. Then Jean-Luc Duplessis, as you guys know, I've always rated him very, very highly. A quality player, ridden with injury over the course of his career, and now starting to come back into form, and with a little bit of game time, he will definitely deliver what we want to see from this guy. And Stefan Unrega, basically there to cover up for the Stormers side, the absence of Paul de Wet and what's the other one? Can't get to his name, but Herschel Jantjies on the bench today. So while he finds his form, a chance for Stefan Unrega to try and showcase his talent as well. Not the greatest of number nines, but certainly a solid number 9. Cameron says, loud and clear, Guru. Thanks, Cameron. And then Mile Sawyer says, Stormers are all going to win tonight. So a lot of optimistic fans here for the Stormers today, as we saw in the poll as well on the channel, and now again on the poll in the live stream. Let's go and have a look at the forwards here. Starting with the loose trio of the Stormers, Evan Roos, Willie Engelbrecht, and Junior Pokamela, Marvin Nuri and Ben Jason Dixon in the lock combination, and then Brock Harris, JJ Kotze, and Ali Vermaak completing this match 15 for the Stormers today. And plenty of talent here in the Stormers outfit as well. The likes of Evan Roos and Willie Engelbrecht and Junior Pokamela, notwithstanding anybody else in this side. The likes of Dion Fourie not available today, so to Achieva Diamani. But I know for sure Evan Roos wants his form back that he had before he got injured. So he will definitely want to prove a thing today, playing up against Duane Vermeulen today as well. Then Marvin Nuri becoming a really solid player for the Stormers outfit. Also been given a captaincy this week in the absence of Kitsov. Then Ben Jason Dixon, youngster, who's need maybe to work on his discipline a little bit, but a quality player all around. And then the experience of Brock Harris and Ali Vermaak, with Ali Vermaak also playing in his 50th game for the Stormers today, while young JJ Kotze, already called up for the SAA side, will want to prove his worth in the absence of Ndweba. Same to Ali and Brock in the place of Frans Malherbe and Steven Kitsov. Now, Miles Sawyer says Stormers are going to win, and then Cameron says the matchup with Irfan and Duane is what I want to see. I think we all want to see that clash between them today, Cameron, and I, for one, certainly looking forward to that clash. Let's hope it lives up to the expectations. If we go and have a look at the bench of the Stormers side, welcome back Skaran Tubeni after a long injury layoff. Kwesi Bloss, Sazi Zandi, the introduction of Ruben van Heerden coming in, answering the SOS call for the Stormers side. Then Marcel Tennyson, Herschel Yankees, Kate Volhatter, and Jean de Jong. So experience there in the likes of Herschel Yankees, Jean de Jong, and also Skaran Tubeni for them. And I would love to see how Volhatter will fare when he do come onto the field. Another youngster looking really bright for the Stormers outfit. Cameron says, what are the weather conditions for this game? So can't see yet on the pitch, but it seems like it might be wet. So we might see a lot of kicking. And like I said in the preview a little bit earlier in the build-up, I did say that Ulster are the more likely team to kick. They've kicked from hand a lot more than the Stormers have done. So it's going to be interesting to see how this is going to play out as well. Let's quickly go and have a look at this Ulster side, missing a few internationals that has been called up to the Irish side, but still a very a very formidable outfit, this one of Ulster, the likes of Mike Lowry, Rob Little, and Ben Moxham in the back three. Then the centre combination of James Hume and Stuart Moore will be an interesting one. James Hume playing some quality rugby, and then Billy Burns and Nathan Dowak as the halfback combination. Billy Burns, experienced there. Nathan Dowak, I've been impressed with the games that I have seen of him. So keeping the likes of John Cooney out of the starting lineup. So must be good at least. Then looking at the forwards, Duane Vermeulen at number 8, Nick Timoni and Harry Sheridan forming that loose trio with Sam Carter and Alan O'Connor in the lock combination with Jeff Tumanga, Alan, Tom Stewart, and Eric O'Sullivan. A couple of big names missing there. Ian Henderson, Tom O'Toole, Rob Herring for this Ulster side. So, yeah, pretty much even up in the contest now, given that the Stormers have rested a couple of their star players. Then on the bench, John Andrew, Rory Sutherland, Andrew Warwick, Kieran Treadwell, Geordie Murphy, John Cooney, Ian Madigan, and Ethan McElroy. Plenty of talent to come, and they'll definitely try and put the gas on in that last 20 minutes or so with the likes of Rory Sutherland, Kieran Treadwell, Geordie Murphy, John Cooney, and McElroy, all to come for this Ulster side. Let's have a look at some more. Miles Sawyer says, who's better, Duane or Irfan? And Cameron says it's experience versus youth, as well as Mike Sawyer says you're right. And then Miles says I have experience. So, yeah, if I could answer that for you, who's the better between them? It's very difficult. We all know that Duane Vermeulen is a shoe-in for the World Cup. If he stays fit and don't get injured, he will definitely be on that plane to the World Cup. So it's gonna be really, really hard for me to decide who's the better of the two, because I'm a big Irfan Roos fan, as most of the people know, and I would love to see him on that plane. But the reality of the fact is, he's such a youngster with so much great talent, and unfortunately, what is maybe against him is the game plan of the Springboks, along with his temper. He's got a very short temper at this stage, and maybe something that he needs to work on a little bit if he wants to outplay. But he's definitely the future of South African rugby, along with Elrich Louw. So it's going to be interesting, I, for one, hope that Irfan Roos perform really well throughout this year and knock down that door for the World Cup, because he's one of those players that will definitely not disappoint the Springboks if you have to go to the World Cup. As we know, he played with a broken rib against England in that last test. So, yeah, a big Irfan Roos fan, but so too a big Duane Vermeulen fan. I think we haven't seen the best of Duane Vermeulen just yet. and that he will be in top form when the World Cup comes. He will be our number 1, number 8, along with Jasper Wiese. So that's why I'm saying it's going to be really, really tough to see who's going to come out on top between the two. If that answers your question, Miles, it's such a difficult question to answer. And I do apologize for the beeping sound in the background, guys. We've got load shedding this side, so running on a generator at the moment, and hopefully that will disappear in a bit. But yeah, it's going to be an amazing game to watch, and kickoff should be in about 4 minutes time from now, so the team should be running out anytime now, and we're looking forward to a really good game between the two sides. Let me know in the comment section who you guys are backing to win. If I look at the poll currently, we've got 51 votes, with the Stormers in the lead with 80% of the votes, and in Ulster, 81 to 19 now. So a lot of Stormers fans in the live stream today. Mike Adamson from Scotland will be the referee for today's game. Should be a really interesting one, and they've come under a lot of scrutiny the last couple of months. Really, the referees in the URC and an international level. Let's hope we've got a fair game, and the referee blows according to the rules. Then we should be all in for a really good game between them. Mike says, I get it, Cameron, you have youth. And Guru, don't even talk about load shedding. Got load shedding as well. Yeah, it's a bugger. Antoinette Gerber says, hello, Guru, welcome back. Thanks, Antoinette. It's been quite a while. So, yeah, great to be back. And hopefully it's going to be for long now, back at home after a very good holiday away from home in Cape Town. So well rested and looking forward to the year that is on the way. And we started off tonight with the Stormers up against Ulster. We also got another game going on, the Bulls taking on the Scarlets, but they basically forced us to choose a game tonight. And I chose the Stormers plainly because my top supporters are from Cape Town or the Western Cape. So, I'm doing my fans a favor with this one. Cameron says, considering weather conditions and home ground advantage, I have Ulster sneaking it. Well, I said Ulster by 10 to 15 points today, Cameron. So I personally hope that I'm wrong and they do a really good job and they win this game. But it's going to be tough. And then Bears Gamer says, good evening, Guru, which SA club do you support? So for everybody knows that I am a big Shark supporter, and they will be playing tomorrow. So we will be doing that live stream as well. Richard Wagner says, welcome back. You need to make more rugby videos. Yeah, that is the plan, Rashawn. So I started this week back at work, and I started doing a couple of videos. I had the one up with Eddie Jones, and whether it's a master stroke or whether he's the knight in shining armor for the Wallabies. I had one up about Newlands, the sale of Newlands that's been postponed basically because of the heritage saga. And then what else? And then I also had a video up on the new tackle laws that England Rugby are now also going to test. So, yeah, made my comeback, and we will be doing plenty more rugby videos in the coming week or so. And then Mike Sawyer says, Ulster could take this home. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I do believe that they will take this one, Miles. Best Gamer says, who do you fancy for the Six Nations? So I'm going to go full throttle and say France all the way. I mean, France have been undefeated for 13 games now in a row. They have some issues, I know, off field. But, it's going to be a tough year for anybody except the French and the Irish. It's going to be between either them and England as a dark horse, I would say. Rishan says, do a Wallabies video, please. So, yeah, we will be doing one in the future, Rushan. I do have, like I said, I did the Eddie Jones one, and then Karma Peach says South Africans love Ulster, so we're underway in this game, guys. It's going to be Jean-Luc Duplessis to get this game underway for us. So yeah, let's see what happens. Playing from left to right on my screen. Here they go as the kickoff for this game is underway. It's Jean-Luc Duplessis with the kickoff, and it's been taken by Ulster early on here inside the 22 now. It's driven up through the forwards. It's taken up still inside the 22 at the moment. Waiting for it now is Doak as he looks to clear this ball from inside the 22, about 10 meters away from the left-hand touchline for him as he finds touch roundabout on the 10-meter line inside Ulster territory. An early chance now for the Stormers to do something great here. Miles Sawyer says, I love how one of your friends is the Kifness, South African singer. Right, JJ Kotze now with the throw into this line out. Taken well by Ben Jason Dixon now. Here they come, Unraga, flat pass to Jean-Luc Duplessis. Taken up beautifully through the middle, up to the 10-meter line now in the middle of the field. Jean-Luc Duplessis again gets it up wide. Oh, the pass is not good. And the ball now kicked ahead by Ulster, but into touch just up over the 10-meter line of the Stormers. So a line out to the Stormers, roundabout between the 10 and the 22-meter line of the Stormers. Very sloppy there from the Stormers outfit. So a little bit of confusion there between Ruanel and Cornel Smith there on the wing. JJ Kotze gets the throw in out to Marvin Wuri. It's been set up with a driving maul now from the Stormers. Not really making too much headway now. Up to the 10-meter line inside their own half is the Stormers. About 5 meters out from the left-hand touchline as the maul goes down. Unraga now waiting for this one to come out. Gets it out to Johan Roos, so sets it up. Takes a couple of defenders with him, but just short of the 10-meter line. About 5 meters out from the left-hand touchline. Stefan Unraga, the scrum half of the Stormers, now waiting for it. Looks like he's going to go with a box kick over the top. Not the greatest of kicks, hanging up in the air. The ball bounces once and into the hands of Billy Burns. Now it's a chance there for Ulster now as they make their way to the halfway line, but the little kick ahead taken by the Stormers down. Jean-Luc Duplessis with a kick downfield taken well there by Mike Lowry from fullback, and he runs it up to the 10-meter line and still going up over the halfway line for Ulster now. 5 meters inside the Stormers half, though, with a little kick over the top. The ball is going to roll 5 meters up from the try line. Jean-Luc Duplessis under immense pressure there gets the clearance away, but not a lot of distance, and it will be 5 meters out from the Stormers try line. A line out to Ulster very early on. Mursa Boss says, Stormers, we love you. You're the best in the world. Right, so line out to Ulster, 5 meters out from the try line. We've had about 3 minutes of play in this first half, and the Stormers under immense pressure very early on here. This line out now to Ulster as Tom Stewart will throw this one in for Ulster. We do have an injury break at the moment here. Let's just stop the clock there. And the Stormers very early on in trouble. Also, JJ Kotze have stayed down and receiving some attention here for the Stormers, and it's not looking too good for them at the moment. Right, so Miles Sawyer says, crazy first start here. Mursaba says, welcome back, Uncle Guru. We miss you. Hope you're okay. All the best health-wise, my boss. Yeah, no, I'm good. Thank you, Mursaba. Yeah, just took a little bit of a holiday. Not so much a holiday from YouTube. And yeah, now I'm back. And yeah, we're looking forward to this year, Mursaba. It's going to be a massive year for rugby. And Cameron says, please keep us updated with the Bulls score as well, Guru. So yeah, let's quickly go and have a look at the Bulls score quickly while we wait for this injury. Nomania says Nant, and then also Jacobus van Staden says, get your act together, Stormers. Nomania says, got to watch Mike Lowry, he's going to make us pay. So it looks like the Bulls have scored early on here. After about 5.5 minutes, the score now 5 points to 3 with the conversion to come for the Bulls. So Zach Berger, I think, have scored the try there for the Bulls. So, 7 points to 0, 7 points to 3. The Bulls now leading the Scarlets early on. And it looks like JJ Kotze will play no further part in this game as Skaran Tubeni has come onto the field here. So an early start now for Skaran Tubeni. Bad luck for JJ Kotze as he made the tackle on Mike Lowry, I think it was. And let's just have a look. No, in fact, it wasn't on Mike Lowry. Not quite sure where he got injured, but JJ Kotze stayed down and he will take no further part. Wursavar says, I'm sure Mike Lowry was named after the Bad Boys character. Yeah. And then Megan Basson says, Stormers will will win. Come on, guys. Might be early in the game. Don't mess this up. We can do this. So, yeah, from the looks of it so far, I must say that Ulster have looked really good on the attack. The Stormers, I think, have had one opportunity so far, and it didn't end too well for them with a loose pass behind, kicked forward by Ulster. S-Box says Bulls scored. So, yeah, 7 points to 3 it currently is between the Bulls and the Scarlets. So, right, are we going to get this game back underway now? Still receiving some attention there was JJ Kotze, but Skaran Tubeni has replaced JJ Kotze early on, and we will now continue shortly with a line out to Ulster, 5 meters out from the Stormers try line. We've had about 3.5 minutes of play in this game between the Stormers and Ulster. Ulster had a really good break early on from Mike Lowry from the 22-meter line all the way up to the halfway line in what so far has been the moment of the game so far, really, as far as the attacking game has gone. Wursabar says Stormers just need to frustrate these Irish with good solid defense and then hit them hard with a Stormers special. Well, it's like I said beforehand, Wursabar, if there's one team that can come to Kingspan and win the game, it certainly is the Stormers. And it doesn't look good for JJ Kotze at the moment. He's still receiving. He's been stretchered off the field. So let's hope it's not too serious. Let's quickly go and have a look at that Bulls game again. So it looks like the Bulls, let's have a look here. So the kick into touch, 10 meters out from their own try line is the Bulls now as Scarlets on the attack here. It looks like they're well and truly on their way here to a good driving maul as the Scarlets now. I know we're not doing the commentary on that, but just keeping you guys up to date while we've got that injury. Solid defense from the Bulls have dislodged that ball from the Scarlets, but they did get it back now and basically still working their way with the forwards driving it up. So doesn't look like they're going to get anywhere. Let's go back to the Stormers game. Still not ready to go back live on that game. So let's have a look at what the Scarlets are doing. 5 meters out from the Bulls try line. Still 7 points to 3 it is at the moment. And still working their way off. Very short to a try now as the Scarlets about a meter out from the try line held up. And it looks like it will be a goal line dropout coming up. Oh, no, it looks like a try might have been scored here by the Scarlets. So, we'll leave it at that. And if anybody else can give us a reminder of what's going on there, we'll really appreciate it. So back with the Stormers game now. And Ulster has formed the line out now with a driving maul 5 meters out from the try line as Doak now waits for this ball. A big driving maul from Ulster. Looks like they might even go all the way here. but some solid defense. Oh, Doak dives over for the try here, but the referee are going to call them back for another penalty. So I'm not sure why he hasn't awarded the try there for them, but it will be a penalty to Ulster instead. So 4 minutes gone, and another penalty now to Ulster. Solid defense from the Stormers there on their try line. So another line-out now formed here by Ulster as they're looking to throw this one in now. Here they come again now. A good take there by Sam Carter as they get this maul going again now as Ulster still 5 meters up from the try line. They now start to move forward. They must score, surely. Oh no, it's going to be a penalty against Ulster for obstruction, and a penalty to the Stormers then 5 meters out from their own try line. Again, the Stormers' defensive effort holding out brilliantly there and stopping this Ulster movement. Obstruction called by the referee, no clear bind, and the player clearly in front of the ball carrier. So penalty to the Stormers as Jean-Luc du Plessis kicks this one downfield all the way up to between the 22 and the 10-meter line inside their own half. Murtabar says, mauling is the only thing Ulster does great. Further, we can take the Irish. Right, and Tabeni with a throw in now. It's Unraga off the back, gets it out to Jean-Luc du Plessis now. Sets it up beautifully for the Stormers now. Quick ball. Unraga going with the box kick over the top. But it is going to be a little knock-on from the Stormers, says the referee. And it will be a scrum down to Ulster about between the 22 and the 10-meter line of the Stormers. Murzabar says, why did Duane Vermeulen show them how to maul? Where's your loyalty, Thor? Yeah, no, you can say that again, Murzabar. Well, in today's rugby, there's no such thing as loyalty anymore. I mean, Duane first a cheater, then a Stormer, then went away, then came back to the Bulls. Now with Ulster again, Sia Khaleesi was hardly a Shark for 2 years, now moving to Racing Metro. So it's all about the money these days, and there's no more love for your club or country. You know, you've got to do what is the best for your future and secure basically your future after rugby. Right, Doak with a feed to the scrum here. Solid scrum from the Stormers and Ulster here. 7 minutes gone in this one. Doak now waiting at the back now, gets it out to Hume, who takes it up beautifully. 5 meters out from the 22. Doak again now. Beautiful attack here from, it's been knocked on by Billy Burns, and some great defensive effort from the Stormers. Scrum down to the Stormers, about 5 meters outside of their own 22, right in the middle of the field. It was a really good little step there from James Hume, set it up beautifully, and then the pass from Doak to Billy Burns. Just a little knock-on from the fly-off of Ulster. Right, scrum feed coming up now for the Stormers. Unraga to feed this one in. 5 meters outside of their own 22, right in the middle of the field here. So far, so good defensively. The Stormers will have to do a little bit more on the attack at the moment. It is quite wet there on the field, so don't expect too much running from both sides in this one. Looks like Marcel Tennyson also onto the field in the place of Willie Engelbrecht. Well, in fact, he started this game. Willie Engelbrecht didn't start this game. So it's either, it might be Junior Pocamella who's not playing. Penalty there from the scrum for the Stormers. And another opportunity now to clear this. Well done to the Stormers at the breakdown or at the scrum time there. 8.5 minutes gone. The Stormers now with an opportunity to clear into the Ulster territory now. Jean-Luc du Plessis' kick not going to find touch, and here's a chance now for a counter-attack from Rob Little. Doak now takes it up through the forwards on the 10-meter line of Ulster now, 5 meters out from the right-hand touchline. Doak again waiting for it, looking to clear this one for Ulster now. Going with the box kick over the top now. Chase coming from Ulster, well taken there by the Stormers on their own 10-meter line. Here they come now. It's Ben Jason Dixon taking it up right in the middle of the field now. Unrega back to Jean-Luc du Plessis. Tries to run out of trouble there. Nearly got past him as Unrega now waiting for it. Comes back again now. Jean-Luc du Plessis again. Caught a little bit behind the advantage line on the 10-meter line now. Slow ball coming back now as Ollie Vermeulen takes it up on the 10-meter line. Moving to the left-hand side of the field. Again, Unrega now waiting for this ball to come out. Looking to go with the box kick over the top now. Taken well again by Lowry now. Lowry with a kick downfield and straight into the hands of Cornell Smith now. Well, in fact, Kate Volhard also on the field, so there must have been a couple of changes to the Stormers starting lineup as they move it up to the halfway line now. Unrega, poor pass to Ben Jason Dixon, who knocks that ball on, and it will be a scrum down to Ulster on the 10-meter line of the Stormers. So I just need to go through the Stormers lineup again. It looks like there might have been a couple of changes to the starting lineup, because I could have sworn I saw Kate Volhard also on the field now. But we'll just wait and see. Maybe I'm wrong. Sasha, what a superstar is going to win this match for the Stormers today, says Mursabas. Rikas Visser says, Frans Malherbe showing true loyalty, signing a new contract with the Stormers, and he has already also represented Stormers and Springboks since the start of his career. You don't get a lot of them, Rikas. I forgot to mention him, but he's probably one of the only South Africans that's truly showing true loyalty to one union. Werner says, Naan-Guru, gaan gaan goed, dankie, Werner. So Duane Vermeulen off the back now, working the blind side to Rob Little, going with a little kick forward and knocked on by Cornell Smith now. An advantage to Ulster, 5 meters outside of the 22. Let's see what they can do with this one. It's going to be a scrum down to Ulster then. Ball not coming out. And the chance now for Ulster. Just a little knock on from corner. Well, it's from Jean-Luc du Plessis there, knocking that ball on. So they really need to work on keeping that ball in hand. It is very wet at the moment. Mursabas says, I don't want to be a backline player. Is my 9 Unrega? Yeah, no, he's nothing special at this stage, Mursabas. And let's see. Let's have a look. Mursabas says Blommetjies is out and Pokamela out. So it seems like Kate Volhard in at fullback, and also Marcel Tennyson in the place of Pokamela. So thanks for that update, Mursabas. Yeah, Drickers also say Junior Pokamela and Clayton Blommetjies out injured, replaced by Andre Hugofente and Connor Evans. And Werner says, I'm surprised about the Sharks lineup. If the big guns flew over for the Quins game, surely they should have gone on to play against Edinburgh. Yeah, there's trouble for the Sharks if they don't win this game against Edinburgh. You know, there's a real opportunity that they won't make the playoffs if they lose that game as well. Right, so now here comes Ulster off the back, straight flat pass, beautiful breakout here from Ulster now, just 10 meters out from the try line, right in the middle of the field. Billy Burns sets it up now for the Ulster side. Doak gets it quickly, still going as Ulster now, just 10 meters out from the try line. Quick ball again as they make it forward through Tom Stewart. Now it's a loop around. Here's trouble for the Stormers now. 5 meters out from the try line, right on the left-hand side of the field. It's been taken up there by Harry Sheridan now for Ulster still 5 meters out from the try line. A quick pick up and go from Doak. And this time round, he gets the try for them. Nobody there to stop the nippy little scrum off. And Ulster now in for the first try of this game. Stormers guilty of leaving too much space open at the breakdown at ruck area. And Doak now for nearly the second time punishing the Stormers there. The first time round, there was obstruction. But this time round, Doak just quick around the fringe and snaps over for the try for Ulster. Esbok says, Buller speels is queer. And then Hurzabar says, I think the Poachers got 2 games in hand. Also, come Duane, drop the ball. Where's your loyalty? And then Drickus says, Stormers playing a C team basically, which is true, Drickus, but so too is Ulster. So it's pretty much even up, with the only advantage really being the fact that Ulster are playing at home today. So 15 minutes gone in this one, and Doak now with the conversion to his own try, looking to put Ulster into a 7-point lead going into the 15-minute marker, and he makes no mistake with that one, gets it over. So 7 points to 0. It is Ulster leading the Stormers, and the Stormers will really have to step up, attack if they want to get there. Garba Peach says, excuses, LOL. It is what it is, man. 105 people watching at the moment. Don't forget to press that like button. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe as well. All the support are needed, guys. So let's get that thumbs up going. Right, so Jean-Luc Duplessis then to restart this game for us. Stormers now trailing by 7 points to 0 here. And it could become a long, long day here for the Stormers as Van Roos seems to be back onto the field. Looked like he had a little bit of a niggle. So he is now back up and ready to rumble again. A restart then by Jean-Luc Duplessis, taken by Ulster inside the 22 now. Sets it up as Billy Burns. Doak now waiting for it, works it through Stewart. Just inside the 22 in the middle of the field now. As they work it now through Sam Carter, setting it up for Ulster. About 15 meters out from the right-hand touchline now as Doak looks to clear this one with a box kick over the top. And not going to find touch. So here's a chance now. It is Jean-Luc Duplessis running it up to the 10-meter line of Ulster and still going. Good leg drive from him. Right in the middle of the field now, Unrega. Out to Van Roos. Van Roos, good defense there on him. Between the 10 and the 22-meter line now. Ali Vermeulen gets the back ball on the back foot. Poor pass from Unrega. Tienison now isolated. And the ball should have been turned over. Penalty to Ulster, holding on the ground from the Stormers. Stormers there guilty. Well, not so much guilty. It's more Stefan Unrega with a really poor pass to Ali Vermeulen, which set the Stormers on a back foot almost immediately there. 17 minutes gone in this one. Billy Burns with a kick downfield. Finds touch roundabout on the 10-meter line of the Stormers. And a chance now for Ulster to go on the attack. Yeah, things just not working out for the Stormers at the moment. When they do have ball, they knock it on, unfortunately. And no clean ball for them. That lineup throw, the referee wasn't happy with the formation of the lineup. And they're going to have to throw that one in again. 17 and a half minutes gone now. Stewart with a throw in. It is taken by Carter again now. It's a straight run in there from the number 12, Stuart Moore. Sets it up now. Oh, it's another beautiful break here from Hume. 5 meters out from the 22 of the Stormers now. Billy Burns with a little grubber through. The chase is on now. Who's going to win it? It's going to be the touchline that wins it. It's going to be a 5-meter line out to the Stormers. 5 meters out from their own try line. Trouble here for the Stormers yet again. Musabar says, chase this Unrega away to primary school. He's by AA. En Hendrika says, Boelskop, vir asseblief die Stormers se nommer 9 is Stefan sal by julle mos inpas. Right, so quick throw in there from the Stormers. Stefan Roos taking it up about 5 meters up from his own try line. Just sets it up here for Stefan Unrega. Waiting for this ball to come out now. Slowly but surely for the Stormers as Unrega goes to the box kick over the top. Looking for touch, and he's going to find it just about outside of their own 22. So line out to Ulster from the 22-meter line. Stormers under pressure here with 19 minutes played in this one. It's going to be Ulster on the attack again, just outside the Stormers 22. Stewart to throw this one in again now for them. Alan O'Connor, this time Duane Vermeulen takes it up. Taken up by Nick Demoni. On another beautiful breakout from Stewart Moore there. But the Stormers have turned this ball over now. Sasha Ngomezulu right on the 22-meter line now. Gets it out. Jean-Luc Duplessis now goes with a little grabber kick through. The chase coming from the Stormers, but well taken. Now Rob Little gets the long cut-out pass now to Ben Moxham. Takes it up to the halfway line. Now Doak. Back it comes again now. Billy Burns flat pass. There's numbers on the right here for Ulster. It's Gavin Hume. Gets the pass out to Rob Little up to the 22. Back on the inside to Stuart Doak again. Just inside the 22. Brought down by Willie Engelbrecht now. Quick ball needed. Demoni now gets the offload beautifully for his supporting runner now. Doak again. Sets it up through the prop forward now. 5 meters up from the try line. Here they come again. Stuart Moore takes it up. Doak slow ball now as they get it through. Another drive there from Harry Sheridan. Right under the sticks now is Ulster. 2 meters out. Penalty advantage coming for them. Doak now gets it out to Duane Vermeulen. Tackled by Van Roos just 2 meters out. Here they come again now. Gavin Hume tries to spin out of the tackle. Not able to do so now. Doak again waiting for it. Stormers all offside there as Ulster still coming. Now they get the pass out. Numbers to the left. Try time here for Ulster again. And it's the left winger, Ben Moxham, who gets the try for Ulster. And suddenly the scoreboard looking pretty bad for the Stormers. Driekus Visser says, wat maak 'n wêreldbeker wenner nommer 9 op die bank? Bring jantjies op en los 'n Unrega in Ierland. Karpe Piet says, Guru, you pronounce Doak like Doki. All right, Doak. All right, so it's not Doak. Thanks, Karpe Piet. We'll go with Doak then. Right, so Doak, the scrum off, is doing a great job at the moment, and a try by Moxham for Ulster now has put the Ulster side into a 12-point lead here, going into the 21-minute mark of this first half. Stormers with their back against the wall at the moment, as Doak now gets it over, and it's 14 points to 0. Well. Stormers been played off the park at the moment. Just too little ball and too many handling errors when they do have possession, and not clean ball coming from the scrum off at the moment. We don't want to put all the blame on Unrega, but it's a scrum off makes a team. If you don't have a good scrum off, you can forget it. 9 and 10, very important. These days in rugby. Well, it's always been the case. If you've got a good scrum half, a good fly half, and a good fullback, you're pretty much sorted. And bad news for the Stormers is that Van Roos are leaving the field as well now. So not looking good as Van Roos here, as he's left the field in somewhat pain here. And not sure. Herschel Yankee, Jean de Jong onto the field, so not quite sure who's off in the place of John de Jong on 4. The Stormers now retrieving that ball from the kickoff, and here's a chance now for them as Ruben van Heerden on the field on his debut for the Stormers. Now Unrega. Back it comes to Ngomezulu now between the 10 and the 22 of Ulster. Ali Vermaak now sets it up about 5 meters outside of the 22. Now Jean-Luc Duplessis with a flat pass to Marvin Uri. Well, no, it's Jean-Luc Duplessis also off the field, it seems now. Oh, big tackle on Ngomezulu, driven back in the tackle, and it looks like Ulster might have stolen this ball as well. Yes, they have. Loose ball now, and Gavin Humas picked that up for Ulster now. Sets it up between the 10 and the 22-meter line of Ulster. Stormers just unable to keep hold of the ball at the moment. As Doak now controlling that ball at the back. 5 meters outside of his own 22. Goes to the box kick over the top. Chase now coming. And another knock on from Kate Volhutter this time. As Ulster now kicks it downfield, but straight into touch. So I'm guessing we will come back for the knock on from Kate Volhutter. Just not working out at the moment. Antoinette Rader says, hallo almal, vanaand uit die hospitaal, goed dat jou so pas aanbeveel. Thanks, Antoinette. It's not looking good, my side. Don't know this beeping sound going off in the back with load shedding this side. Karpa Piet says, my VP province, and then Karpa Piet says, in a good 13. Wouterbar says, too little ball and AA ball from the 9. This 9 is the worst 9 ever. And then Ruben King says, where is the Stormers' second half team of last week? Yeah, still plenty of time. 24 minutes gone in this first half. And the Stormers are ridden with injuries at the moment. We've already seen Japan Roos leave the field. We've seen a couple of other players also. Willie Engelbrecht now moved to number 8 with Ben Jason Dixon now slotting in on the flanker here for the Stormers. A big shot now picked up off the back by Timoni as he sets it up just over halfway now for Ulster. Sam Carter sets it up. We're moving towards the middle of the field now. Doak gets the pass out to Stewart. And Billy Burns caught behind the advantage line just a little bit there. Now Doak again gets it out to Sheridan. Now it's Sam Carter again up to the 10-meter line for them. Doak again now flat pass out to O'Connor. Alan O'Connor takes that one up for them. Now Doak again. Billy Burns flat pass to Duane Vermeulen. Between the 10 and the halfway line inside Stormers half. Now Billy Burns going with a kick to the corner. Sasha Ngomezulu is back for it now, 10 meters out from his own try line. The kick has been jotted down by Ulster now, and it's Moxham who takes it up for them. Now just 7 meters out from the try line. Here comes Doak again now, gets the offload to Little. Little sets it up about 10 meters out from the try line for Ulster now. Doak again now, O'Connor sets it up, moving towards the middle of the field. Now here's a breakup from the prop forward now. Doak, there's a little knock on from Ulster. Scrum down to the Stormers, 10 meters out from the try line. Just a little knock on from Tumanga Allen. The New Zealand prop forward for Ulster today. But the Stormers need to be very, very careful today. Already trailing by 14 points to 0. What a charge down there from Mike Lowry. And then picked up by Rob Little. And then a great little run from Tumanga Allen. But just a little hand there from Sheridan, who knocked that ball on for them. Another injury break to this game now as Brock Harris and Scarron Tebeni receiving some attention here. Chris later says, moet ons dan altyd 'n swak speel oor see. Then Megan says, come on Stormers, what is happening? Get your place on the field and push through. So 14 points to 0 currently it is at the moment. And it's a tough day at the office for the Stormers so far. As they're now 10 meters out from their own try line. Unraga to feed this one in for the Stormers again from the scrum. But it's not looking good at the moment. 14 points to 0. Right, guys, so the scrum feed now coming up for the Stormers as time is back on now. Unraga to feed this one in. Right, guys, apologies there. For some reason, due to load shedding, we're having some issues. But we're going to try and do the commentary while I try to start up the computer again. It seems like the UPS is not running uh, very well at the moment. But let's see what happens. I'll switch over to that again in a short while. But for now, let's just do it this way. It is currently 14 points to 0 to the Stormers, and yeah, it's looking pretty bad for the Stormers at the moment. Just see if we can put a scoreboard on there for you guys in the meantime. Working off the phone at the moment, so I do apologize. But 14 points to 0 currently to Ulster. The Stormers are about 5 meters out from the try line here, and here's a good opportunity as Sasha Ngomezulu takes it up. Nundraga caught there behind the advantage line, but Kate Volhata now in possession, still 5 meters out from the try line. Nundraga now waiting. Marcel Tienersen takes it up, and Stormers now on the attack here. Quick ball now as Brock Harris and Ngomezulu with a long cutter pass this time. And a chance now for Hartzenberg as he gets that pass back on the inside, but it's been stolen by Ulster again, now 5 meters out from their own try line. So not looking too good there for the Stormers again after an opportunity going begging there for the Stormers. Slow ball coming out. Dirk now waiting to clear this one for them. As he gets the ball out, I think it's been touched there by a Stormers player. So just have a look what the touch judge says. 5 meters out from the 22, and currently things not looking good for the Stormers. Every time they've had an opportunity, they have wasted that opportunity with a knock-on or something, or a loose pass for that matter. So 14 points to 0 currently it is here. Let's just have a look here. Could have get orange juice out. That's the problem. Johandra says, where's the guru? Still early for the Stormers from an Ulster fan. Here they come again now from just outside the 22 now. An opportunity for the Stormers again as they take it up. About 5 meters out from the 22 of Ulster. But it's going to be a penalty to Ulster. Holding on the ground there from the Stormers. And it's another penalty to Ulster. Opportunities just not working out for them at the moment. You guys can see it's pretty damn hot this side. So a bit of sweat running for the Stormers here tonight. It's a dry heat this side of the country. I was in Cape Town for about 2 months, and I must tell you that wet, humid weather really got to me. As Ulster now kicks it downfield, finds touch on the 10-meter line. And a chance now for Ulster to go back on the attack. Jorandon Falkwane says, sup. Right, so line out now to Ulster as it's Stewart who will throw this one in now for Ulster. Quick throw, well, not taking his time with this throw in is Ulster at the moment. Slow ball coming out. And now working it. Doak now gets it back to Billy Burns on a loop around. Beautiful Timoni. Now Doak again. Billy Burns with a little grabber kick. And well taken by Ngomezulu now. It's Kate Volhata under pressure. Gets the kick away, but it's going to be a penalty against Ulster. All offside there. So a chance now for the Stormers to get out of their own 22-meter line again. For those of you who've just joined, apologies. We will get back to the PC real soon. Doing it off my phone at the moment. 14 points to 0, Ulster lead. Yeah, 2 tries in the first half. We've still got about 3 minutes left of this first half. So then I'll try and sort out this mess. But for now, we'll continue on up until halftime on the phone. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, guys, and also press the like button. 14 points, 0 Ulster lead. And the Stormers now on the 10-meter line of Ulster on the attack. Skaran to Benny
to throw this one in for the Stormers now. Right. Taken well there by Ruben van Heerden. Now Unruger flat pass to Willie Engelbrecht on the 10-meter line of Ulster, moving towards the middle of the field. Marvin Worry just not getting that go-forward ball as the Stormers at the moment. Flat pass there from Kate Volhart, deemed forward by the referee, and it will be a scrum down to Ulster again. 2 minutes to go in this first half. Also, Marvin Worry currently down injured here for the Stormers as well now. Slowly but surely, time running out for the Stormers here in the first half. They had 2 opportunities to score tries and they didn't use it. So that's the bad luck so far for them. Just need to start to just slow things down and do the basics right. And I think the Stormers can still be very well in this game. But they need to get some points on the board as well. It's just not working out for them at the moment. 14 points to 0 with 2 minutes to play in this first half. And Ruben van Heerden getting an early taste of URC here with the Stormers. Coming on for Irfan Roos, who's out injured. Lawrence Telgoat says, go Stormers and the Blue Bulls. Win your games. It's going to be a tough ask for the Stormers going forward in that second half. As a minute and a half left of this first half. 14 points to 0 Ulster. Doak now with the throw into this line up to the scrum. Solid scrum from Ulster. Duane controlling it at the back. Now working the blind side is also a nice little cut there from Gap, but taken up by Stewart now. Another pick-up go from Sam Carter. Now Doak again, just short of the 10-meter line of the Stormers now. A little knock-on from Ulster. No, it's going to be a penalty against the Stormers there. And with less than a minute to go, what do Ulster do? They try and seal off this game now with a kick to the corner. 14 points to 0 currently here, as Billy Burns will kick this to the corner here for Ulster. 14 points to 0 already. And this one is going to find touch, well, about 5 meters inside the 22 of the Stormers. So a chance now for Ulster to go on the attack here. Cameron says Bulls are making a comeback. Hopefully they'll keep the momentum after the half. Sam Carter takes that one in. What's the score now, Cameron, if you don't mind me asking? As Ulster now starting to get the driving maul going here. Just about 5 meters out from the, 10 meters out from the try line now of the Stormers. Right on the left-hand side of the field. Starting to work their way up now. Doak again, flat pass this time round. Still not gaining any ground here now. Duane Vermeulen sets it up closer to the middle of the field now. Still about 5 meters out. A pick up and go from Carter. Nearly into a little gap there. Slow ball coming back for Ulster. Right under the sticks now. Pick up and go from Sherahan. 5 meters out. Another pick up and go this time from Stewart again. Ulster looking really good now. Doak again. Just working with the forwards now. 2 meters out. Doak, a pass out. And a little knock on. I think Ulster knows says the referee's gone backwards. In fact, he is going to give another penalty to Ulster now. 5 meters out from the try line. Cameron says Bulls trailing 27-14 at half time. And it's not looking good for them as well. Right, so it looks like Rob Little, the right winger of Ulster, currently out down injured, so receiving some attention. Just having a look at it last, there was definitely a knock-on, so that's why they came back for the penalty there to Ulster. So maybe they might just have a shot at goal from here. No, they're going to go again. Oh, very close to the try line, over the try line, And it seems like the try has been awarded by the referee. And that is going to be a massive blow to the Stormers' hope of winning this game. Are they going to go upstairs for this one? We'll have to wait and see what the referee says. But for now, the try stands. 19 points to 0. And it's looking pretty bad at the moment for the Stormers. 19-0 at halftime. And it's just not what the doctor ordered for them. 19 points to 0. Ulster leading here. And it's not looking too good at the moment for them. The try has been awarded by the referee, so they won't go upstairs for this one. So it should be 21 points to 0 at halftime here. And a long, long road ahead for the Stormers if they want to make a comeback in this one. Remember, the Bulls also tried. Well, they are going to go upstairs now, it seems. Let's have a look. Referee, I'm not sure what he asked for, but from this angle, it definitely looks like he's been held up over the try line. There's no clear indication of a try being scored. So I can't see them unless they ask for, give me any reason why I cannot award a try. Then there will be no clear evidence of a try not being scored. So from none of the angles, you can't see the grounding of the ball. And it all depends on what the referee have asked the TMO. Did he say to check for the grounding, or did he say to give me a reason not to award the try? Well, the try stands, and Doak will now convert it. So 21 points to 0 it is at halftime, and it's not looking good. Pretty weak here for the Stormers, as let's have a look there. 21 points to 0, Ulster lead at halftime. So it's looking pretty bad for the Stormers at halftime. It's 21 points to 0, and yeah, 3 tries to 0 at the moment, and it's all going down the drain for the South African sides at the moment. I'm going to try and get this thing back up running on the PC, guys. If we can do that while I'm still on, and then I'll take a quick break, and when we do come back, we will be doing the second half. But really disappointing from a Stormers perspective, as things are just not looking out for them at the moment. Right, halftime here. Let's see if we can restore this real quickly. There might be some echoes, but we will sort that out in just a little bit. 21 points to 0. It is Ulster leading at halftime. So we are trying to get this thing back up and running. So first update that scoreboard. 21 points to 0. It's been a horrible first half for the Stormers. They've hardly been able to keep ball in hand. When they do have ball in hand, they knock it on. Stefan Unrega has proven yet again that he's not international quality, and really needs to work on his performance in the future.
Right, let's see if we can. There we go. We are back. And I do apologize for that massive echo there, guys. But it looks like we are back now. And remember, Dia says this ref is working on my P. So, yeah, 21 points to 0 at halftime, guys. It is what it is, unfortunately. See if we can get that scoreboard back up and running as well for you guys. Let's just sort that real quickly. And 21 points to 0 at halftime. goodness, it's going to be a long road back for the Stormers in the second half. Just get that back up as well for you guys. So do apologize, guys, but it's not much that I can do due to load shedding. That's the reason why we are struggling the way we are at the moment. But 21 points to 0 at halftime, and it's looking pretty bad for the Stormers. I'm going to take a quick break, but when we do come back, we will be doing the second half of this game. So don't go anywhere. Keep the chat going, and I will see you guys in a few minutes' time.